Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and I am back with another speed build. So this one is a speed build that I built on Twitch. So if you guys don't know, I started streaming recently, and I did a build on stream. So here you just have the sped up version. I considered putting the stream itself on YouTube, but then I remembered that I have music playing while I stream, so that would cause some copyright issues. Um, so we just have a speed build. But if you want to see me build in real time at some point, just head over to my Twitch. I'm sure we'll do more builds at some point. We play a lot of other games too, and it's a nice community to hang out with, I think. But yeah, it's pretty neat. So if you guys want to hang out and see me build in real time, just head over to my Twitch. Um, and now that we've got that out of the way, because let's face it, I had to. Let's actually get into this build, right? So it's autumn for most people in the world. Not everyone. I know, not everyone. But for most of us it is. And I wanted to do an autumn-inspired build. The colors in autumn are just so stunning. Whenever you look outside, you just go, "Oh my god, I love it." At least I do. I don't know about other people, but I do. But I wanted to not do a standard kind of autumn build. Last year, I think I did a cottage around this time of year too. And it's like the standard colors that you'd expect from an autumn build, you know, red and orange and yellow. This one's a bit different. Near where I live, we have this tree. I saw some trees at least that went this really beautiful purple color, like a purple plum kind of color. That you'll see me use on this build, and that just made me go, "That's what I want." As you might be able to guess from my logo design and all that, I like purple, so obviously that kind of just made me go, "You know what? I want this." Um, so we're going with that. Um, Things were really messing up here with the trellises that I was putting in, as you can probably see. I was like, "What's going on? Ah!" Basically is what happened. But yeah, I decided to go with that, and I wanted to do a modern build because I feel like I haven't done a modern build in a little bit. I probably have. I just don't remember doing it. Because I've been doing a lot of other kind of builds too. And I like my modern builds, so we're doing a modern build. So this is the purpley color that I was talking about, which I think is really pretty. And I was trying to figure out which color I could combine it with, right? And first off, I was like, okay, we've got some of this wood in here already that I based basically on the door. We've got the door there, and it's like, okay, let's go from there. So we've got that wood color, and then the purple. I was like, okay, we need another color in there, and I ended up going with this like green, it's a green tone, and then there's some like how would I describe it? It's like a beige but darker. It's like a tan color, I guess. It's really neat. I like it. But that was kind of my lighter color to go with. So there's actually a lot of colors in this when you really think about it. I hadn't thought about it before. 4 colors for the exterior of a build is a lot. But it doesn't matter because it looks pretty damn neat, I think. It just means there's not too much purple or green in there, which, to be fair, are kind of really colorful colors for a build. But that's okay, I think. I think it works in the end, at least, and I quite like it. But yeah, if you see me like stop and pause at any point in the video, it's probably because I was talking to some people in the chat. I tend to try and keep building while I talk to people, but it doesn't always work. But I try. It just depends on what we're talking about. You'll see me pull out items and just pause for a moment and just go like, what do you guys think, kind of. But yeah, just figuring out where to put stuff, I guess. Really frustrated with the fact that most of the windows and doors are not the same height. putting in a bit of a fence, which is different for me. I don't always put fences and things around backyards or front yards or anything, but I decided for this build I wanted to. Looking at everything. Alright, I was trying to figure out where I'm gonna put things. I was like, God, this build's a lot bigger than I'd really planned it to be. But it's okay. This is a thing that happens a lot when I build, especially modern builds. They get a lot bigger than I want them to be. I don't plan them to be that big, but it just kind of happens. I'm putting in some of these windows, which are pretty neat, and figuring out the layout, I guess. Oh, I had this space that had no windows, and I was like, you know what, that's a good space for a bathroom. And I wanted the front there to be the master bedroom, so that they could have a balcony. I think I decided on another bathroom there, and then I was like, we can have another bedroom here. Oh no, wait, this leads to the other balcony, and I want that to be kind of a common space where people can go. So I'll end up making that into like a reading area. But it will be in the next video, because it was, as you can see, it's not a huge build, but it's a reasonably sized build, and building on stream just goes a bit slower than it does otherwise. So it will be a 2-part speed build, basically. It was also a 2-stream build, so I guess that makes sense. This is just the first stream. I made sure though to finish the build before recording this, so that we can upload the next part really soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. Probably one of those two. I don't know yet. Doing something fun here with the kitchen, combining some different cabinets. This is a thing I've done in the past, and I remember having done this in the past. I was like, you know what? I like it. Let's do this again. I hadn't in such a long time. And here I decided that I wanted to block off some of the areas. I'm getting frustrated because like the island counters and regular counters don't properly match up like that if you want to put them together. But we put a seat on the end instead, which I think is pretty cute. You put in a hood, the stove hood, which it looks a bit weird in the middle of the kitchen like that, I will say, but I do like it. I don't know if other people like it or not. Also, as you can see, we have like a really light flooring, so we were streaming and I was trying to figure out the color for the floor. We had already this wood tone from the door that I was using also for these fancy archways that I made. It's like none of the wood really matched that. A lot of it kind of clashed with it, except for the white wood, at which point I went, you know what, the white isn't too bad. If we just go with the white and then we put in some darker walls instead of white walls like you usually see in a lot of modern builds, that could be really interesting. So I stuck with that basically throughout the entire house, including bedrooms, because if you've seen my videos more often, you know that also bedrooms for my houses have wooden floors, because mostly I think that carpet would be a pain to clean, and I don't want my Sims to go through that, even though that's obviously not how it works. Also, I got distracted because the thingy popped up that someone hosted my stream, I think. Yeah, so you'll see the stream things pop up on the screen a little bit, because it's just the recording from this stream. I was trying to figure out if I could do it differently, but I don't think I can. Also, I usually stream at a different resolution and stuff than I do recording, so this is like a 720p video instead of a 1080. But next time I stream for a build, I'll make sure to stream at 1080 so that we can get a good YouTube video going too, which I think would be nice. I was looking at these lights. I'm still so sad. I love that we got some free fairy lights, but I'm so sad because they are so 2D that it's just like, I can't really do much with it. But yeah, we're putting some decorations and stuff in here. I don't know what I was doing there. I was probably doing something out of the game. Let's see. Putting in more decorations. That makes sense. I feel like kitchens are always very empty, and then you start putting decorations in them, and you're like, yes, this is perfect. I was trying to figure out here what we put on this back wall, and I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. Like, I kind of liked that painting, but it didn't fit properly. We had the other one that was like, oh, that's pretty nice. And then I remembered, why not put in some cabinets, some extra storage? I mean, your Sims won't use it, but it looks really nice. Again, I don't know, it's just a thing that kind of happened. There's a lot of storage in this house, because there's also, like, cabinets around the TV area that we'll build in a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of storage, especially for Sims, considering they won't use it, but it looks pretty neat, I think. And it matches in with some of the cabinets that we had in the kitchen itself. Changing out the staircase because I put in a temporary one earlier. Just changing one of the walls so that we'd make it a bit more interesting. And then we have this area here where initially I put in the same cabinets as we had in the kitchen. But you'll see me change them in a little bit. I was struggling figuring out what to do with this back wall. I didn't want to put in the purple initially because that's what we had outside too. But the purple's, like the plum purple, is such a nice color. Yeah, so we stuck with that anyways. We've got this green carpet, and we've got all this black furniture, so I was like, okay, well, let's go with, like, black cabinets then, because that makes more sense. And I think I changed the rest of the wall to just being a grey instead of a tan. Then we put in some of these orange chairs. They look so comfy. I considered putting in the ones from not movie hangout, from the bowling night pack, but they were a bit too bright for my liking. Also, because we had a sim here, I went to check that your Sims could actually play with the consoles when they're like moved up to stand on top of the cabinets, and it worked just fine. So that was pretty cool, I think. And now we're just putting in some decorations here on the cabinets. I like putting some candles and things on there. A tiny cat. Like, every build of mine basically has one of these tiny cat toys these days because I think they're so cute. And then there's a teddy bear because I do like my plushies. I don't know, does anyone else have like a huge collection of plushies? Because I do. It's going to be something when I move, and I'm going to have to figure out how to bring all my plushies with me. Like, including, I've got 3 Freezer Bunny plushies that I made myself. Which is really cool. I love them so much. Freezer Bunnies are the best. But yeah, we're outside because I couldn't figure out what to do with the rest of the inside of the build. So we're making this deck area, and this is the point at which I was like, I kind of wanted the house to be on a foundation so that I could make the deck area nicer, but it wouldn't work with the wall slat, the wooden thingies that you see everywhere, basically. So we'll have to make do without it. And we just put in some kid stuff, which ends up being the thing that makes me go, why? We can put some kid stuff inside too. That's a good idea. I mean, most people that have kids would also have toys for their kids, right? And I'm doing some landscaping. My builds are a lot more all over the place when I stream, I guess, than when I build without streaming. But I got a bit stuck with the inside. That's usually where I just pause recording. I'd pause building for a bit and continue with something else. But obviously that's not an option when you're streaming. So yeah, I was just going on with some other stuff then. It works pretty well too. So we're making this outside area. I figured we should have a barbecue area, which is pretty neat. And I wanted to put in some of these fake lounges. I hadn't in a while, and I was like, you know what, that would be pretty neat. I struggled for a bit trying to decide on the colors for these though. I wanted them to be a bit more autumny, but I just couldn't figure it out. If the wall paint hadn't been purple, I would have made the tree there purple, but it didn't work so well. So I just let it be green. And now we're putting some lights here in the pool. Apparently we've got black tiles in the pool, because why not? And then we're just finishing off some landscaping out here in the backyard too. Nothing too special, I don't think. I mean, if you've seen my builds more often, this is how I do all my landscaping. Basically. But I like having the kids stuff in there and just like, I don't know, it seems like a really chill, nice backyard, including a pool. It has a pool. I mean, who wouldn't want a pool? I'd want a pool. But yeah, you could see me going around and just being like, And I was talking about how I love this table. And I kind of wish, I kind of want a table like that. We end up using it. I love how they have like all the patterns and stuff on it. And I'm like, I want a table like that. But at the same time, I have a huge mouse mat. I have one that's like, I don't know, it's huge. It's like a full gaming mouse mat. So it would cover most of my desk anyway, so it'd be such a waste. So I have some fancy patterns on there just to have it covered by my mouse mat. So I won't do that. But yeah, we have this cute little study out here that's a bit cramped compared to the rest of the house, but that's okay, I think. So yeah, we've got a PC and we've got this kind of I don't know, reading bit. There's some bookcases and a couch, so that's the reading bit, I think. Someone said, like, maybe use these shelves. I was like, and they're like, oh, I thought they were, like, much smaller. I'm like, no, sorry. They're pretty cool, but they don't work, I think, like, properly on a wall, generally. But yeah, because we had this study, I was like, what can we put in here? And it's like, chess table is usually a good idea. And I was like, a keyboard would be neat. You don't often see me put keyboards in my builds, but I thought it would be a neat idea. Putting in some curtains as well, which I think really finished off the room pretty well. No, the carpet finished off the room. It's a much more colorful room than I'd planned it to be, but I think that's okay. I like it anyways. I think this is basically the last room we built for this bit. I think this is where I ended this stream because I was just stuck. Yeah, you'll see me look around for a bit and save, and I'm talking to people. So in the meantime, while I'm talking to people in stream, fake talking, that's it. If you want to see me build in real time and hang out and chat, follow me over on Twitch. There's a link down in the description. And come hang out sometime, it's fun. But that's it, so I'll talk to you next time. Bye guys!